Hello, it's me. Long time no vlog. If somehow this is the first time you're seeing me or this is your first video of mine, crazy. Hi, my name is Maiga Vidal and I'm a musical theater writer, and on this channel I share the process of taking my creative works from page to stage. I'm currently working on a couple of musicals, plays and all that stuff, music production. There's just lots to see, but it has taken me a long time to put this particular video together. I'm recording this intro to this video on September 1st, and this video is about the last weeks of July. If you want to know more about why it took me so long and the concept of setting boundaries, check out my Patreon. You get special blog posts, you get pretty much everything early that I make, and access to my private Instagram, and just lots of other perks, including access to my Twitch streams. So if any of that interests you, support your girl. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm recording this intro with this microphone because it's an aesthetic decision that makes me feel like I'm being more honest. Manipulation, but mostly because this is really a vulnerable little vlog. There's a lot of information here that is very near and dear to my heart and really explains kind of where I am right now and how fast things have moved and how quickly I've had to adapt in a way that doesn't really allow me to be kind of in my cocoon in my previous home. As you can see, we're in a completely different place. I'm currently recording in my friend's office because I'm staying with them. So I just wanted to let you guys know, up front, that this video is kind of the beginning of the new era of vlogs here. I'm going to be switching to bi-weekly or maybe 3 times a month. I haven't quite decided yet. It really depends on the output and how much I'm actually recording of the process. It's not that I don't want to share the process with you anymore, as clearly my biggest thing is demystifying the whole process of theater making and music making and composing, etc. But I think it's just been really hard for me to acclimate, and I needed some time. But I also didn't want to leave you empty-handed, since so many of you have been asking me about, like, where am I living right now? And I've been open about that, and I think this will hopefully explain a bit more without divulging too much. I don't know. I literally am I am just stalling. So anyway, yeah, this video is very personal, and also don't judge me too hard on my face because whoa, road tripping is hard. So anyway, enough stalling, and with all of that preamble out of the way, let's jump into the vlog, baby. Hi, it is currently the 20th, maybe? We are about to do a cross-country drive. I cried a lot while leaving my apartment and my office. But before we start, I do want to say that in this time that I've been packing and getting ready to move cross-country to Syracuse, forgive me for looking like a mess. I read Erin's new play, Erin Proctor on Twitter. This shit fucked me up. It's amazing. Made me cry literally as I was packing. And I've already cried a lot about my house. So hopefully I will look more decent soon. But like, I am really stuffed in here. And also, for those of you curious, yes, this is a new car. R.I.P. Betty. Hello, Julia.
Hi, little Nathan Drake. How you liking it up there? Look at the boy. His little tail be wagging. He's seatbelted on, ready for a big trip across the United States of America.
Hi, gang. It's the boy. It is currently 11:45 p.m. Nevada time, which I think is still PST. We got in about 30 minutes ago, and I just was the first to go in and shower and stuff. I still have to edit the podcast this week because with everything going down and just financially with having to get a new car, losing the previous one, I really can't afford to take any time off. So if you've ever wanted to support your girl on Patreon, that really helps. But anyway, yeah, today we ended up driving from our home in Oceanside, which I guess I could say now since I don't live there anymore, to the valley, and then from the valley to Vegas. So we woke up at around 5, finished cleaning everything, packing up the car. I didn't realize how much I'd gotten attached to objects, like my fan. It was this old fan that we brought when we had from Hawaii, and you know, it just ran for that white noise forever, and we didn't get a chance to pack it, and then we didn't end up having enough time or enough space in the new car to like fit it in there, and it was really hard to fit stuff that I wanted to take to my mom or that I wanted to give to her before I left, and that was like a really emotional thing. Luckily I was able to like leave like all my food to my neighbors and all my cleaning products that I couldn't take. Cried a lot leaving my apartment, just my little home that I'm probably going to be homesick for the rest of my life, you know. Then we left at around 10ish, got to my mom's at about 12:30 because the traffic today has just been abysmal, and hung out with my mom and my twin sister for about 4 hours. I'm going to miss my mom and my sister very, very much. I haven't had a chance to cry about it yet. Like, I've cried about it here and there, but it's just been such a long, arduous drive that I just didn't put any of the music that would definitely make me cry. But if you want to know the song, it's Nanas para mi madre by Jose Luis Perales. So if you want to know what I'm feeling like and maybe the pain I'm causing my own mother, this would be a great song for that. He says what I wish I could say in such a beautiful, poetic way. Did also manage to get like my favorite Chilean food place before we left at El Chilenazo. It's kind of rare to find South American cuisine anywhere, but I don't know what New York will be like, so I'm just glad I got to have some of my favorite Chilean food before I have to make it myself in September for like, you know, Independence Day and all that stuff. And then we landed in Vegas. It's very bright. We're a little bit past the strip right now. I think it's called Speedway. It's like, you know, there's some inns here. It's pretty inexpensive, but most importantly, it's dog friendly. And the boy is finally sleeping. And so that I will check in with you tomorrow. This is giving like BMI audition vlog vibes. Good morning. It is currently 8:40 a.m. It might be 10 minutes ahead. I can't remember exactly, but this is the only clock I got. And it's already super sunny. I've been up since about 6 o'clock. Oh, a mirror. I look like a little explorer. I've been up since about 6:40, been doing some freelance, and then I have first driving shift. It's already like almost 100 degrees in Vegas, so we're just trying to leave early, get some food, and then be on our merry way before it gets too hot in the desert. Today's goal is to get to Colorado, but more than anything, it's just to make sure nothing happens to the car in the heat. So yeah, I'll check in with you as we go through this day. Hi, it is currently, what time is it?
11:37.
11:37. We're going to bed. I totally forgot to record an update, so we'll do that tomorrow. Hello, it is currently 10:29 a.m. We are in Nebraska. We are 2 hours away, or in the future, from LA, so yay time zones. We decided to sleep in today. Let me sit you down as I put on my shoes. I will have posted, as I edited this, all my Instagram stories. So Utah was racist, but beautiful. Colorado was my favorite so far. The side we drove in from Utah. Colorado at the end was giving Midwest. Sorry to the people in the Midwest, but it's very flat and corny, literally, with corn. Nebraska, literally in front of our hotel room, is lightning and corn. Like, literally. And like, I think Buffalo Bill's ranch is like nearby here, but we're in North Plate. What I've learned so far is that driving is a lot of work. You still get very tired, and also that I shouldn't have kept doing remote work. I'm like so behind on emails and Patreon stuff and YouTube videos, and like I should have prepared a bit better for this. And it's been a bit of like just disconnecting from everything and looking at the world for a bit, which has been really nice. Also, I would like to add my body, day 4, my tummy hurts. The food in Nebraska was absolute garbage, like literally the most disgusting tummy ache I've had this entire trip. I got from eating a sandwich at the Nebraska hotel. My skin, I know you can't really see it in the video, but it literally is breaking out so much. I have a huge pimple right here. My skin is like falling apart. Hi. It is currently July 28th at 8:12 a.m. I have been in Syracuse since the 25th, trying to get Max settled, but the true endeavor of like what I'm going to be doing in the East Coast is a bit different. Let me sit you down and talk to you about it real quick, because I have a meeting with Amanda from Songs of the Stolen. I was invited to their new musical, but we're going to be working together on their first musical, which I'm very excited to talk to you about. But let me sit you down first and kind of catch you up a bit. Yeah. This is our little hotel in Syracuse. It's very desolate. You know, I come from California, and even our small towns, I would say like where I was living before this, which was Oceanside in the like greater San Diego area, I would consider to be like pretty sparse and desolate in comparison to like the Valley or LA where I grew up with, you know, where everything is like stacked on top of each other. Syracuse is even further away from everything. Currently in the hotel that we are staying, I am 8 minutes away from the university, but 50 minutes away by bus, which truly shows you the desolation and like the expectation that you need to have a car. But now that Max is settled, we've brought all our stuff on the road trip, we were able to get some housing. I'm actually not gonna be staying with Max for the duration of his 9-month, well, I guess it's year long. The university year is from August to May, which is just 2 semesters. But I'm counting it as 9 months instead of a year because a year sounds very long, and he's the love of my life and I don't want to be apart from that. But yeah, as of right now, I'm gonna be living with our friends in Maryland. We're actually going to be taking all my stuff down. All of our furniture is just gonna stay in storage because he's going to school, and there really isn't a point to set up our entire house when we're just gonna be moving again to like potentially our permanent place. So it just makes sense to like suffer, quote unquote, have just enough for these 9 months, and then be able to like set up shop finally in a place that we can call our own potentially. The housing market is awful, but we're hopeful that we would be able to do that. So these are the bags that are coming with me, like important documents, clothes and toiletries, and of course Jack's stuff, my little bag with just enough stuff to get some work done. It's a pretty nice hotel room, actually. So definitely the vibes of the vlog are going to be much different from what they have been. I think this might be the last time I talk about this. If we had had a second car, I probably would have stayed because I would have been able to go places with Jack. Here, it's just too desolate, and you know, Max has to focus on school and he can't really like focus on like me for the most part. And you know, I went to college, so I know what the expectations are like, and his is an even more compressed program than what I went to, so I'm fine with this. At least here, my heart is obviously much more hurt. If you've seen my vlogs, I'm gonna be staying with David and Sarah, who I stayed with for my BMI audition, and I'll be staying in that room with them. So it's gonna be familiar to me, and I'm going to be surrounded by friends, which is really important to me. Right, so let's talk about this. Amanda and I have been talking obviously online for a while, and she reached out to me to work with her on the recording of her musical. I'm very much looking forward to it. I find Amanda to be a very compelling and thrilling writer. So we have a meeting in about 10 minutes, and I think we're going to be working through the kinks of not only like setting up the contract, but like what the expectations are. Oh, and this brings up the last point, as there are 8 minutes left. I am not applying for BMI. There's going to be a Patreon post about it. I'm going to post this here if you want to read kind of my thoughts in the moment, as I know that these vlogs are especially coming out later now. I'm going to try and catch up as best as I can. They're supposed to come out a month later because of just like the fluid nature of what I do in theater and art. You know, some things I talk about on here don't actually make it into the final vlog because like situations change. But I'm not applying for BMI per my 1-year plan that I started in May. The application started and opened up in June, but then they are opening for another class on August 1st. And honestly, it's just too short of a notice with everything else I have going on. I have a plan set to apply in the next year, and I genuinely feel at this point in my musical theater career that I'm growing and getting better at what I'm doing. I don't feel that in the last May, June, July, August, that in the last 3 months, 2 months, I've grown a significant amount. So I don't believe that I have. And I don't think that I could prove that I have, because I presented my best at that audition, and I don't regret what I've done, except of maybe some of my vocal answers, like what I said, but not what I played. That was where I was at that point and where I still think I am. By the end of next year, I will have a lot more projects under my belt, and I think that'll make me feel better about what I'm going to be playing in the future. So yeah, it's very exciting. I have a meeting in 6 minutes now, and I will see all of you at the end of that.